Hi, this is Koti, around 12 kilometers from Manali and around 23 kilometers still to reach to Moray. Our first day's halt. It has been so far pretty good. The elevation has till now has been around 480 meters. Hi Vikas, how is it going for you? How is it going so far for you?
Finally, I've made it to this expedition.
So, how is it going for you?
बोल नहीं सकता.
For me, apart from being in the bucket list to do this Manali and Leh, I wanted to spend some 2 weeks with my elder brother, and that's like a dream come true for me.
For me too.
Hey, we have reached Moray, and here we'll be staying tonight in the tents and in the sleeping bag. It is pretty cold over here. And tomorrow we'll start for Keelong, and we have been told that we have to cross the first of the 5 peaks tomorrow. We have to cross the Rohtang Pass, which will be at around 4,000 meter elevation. So let's see how it goes tomorrow. Today we'll be leaving for Rohtang from Moray, and I think overnight it snowed, and in the morning it's now bright sunshine and clear blue sky. This is 5 kilometers to go to Rohtang, another 400 meters to climb. I've already climbed around 700 meters till now from Moray, and that is within 12 kilometers. And my fellow rider Abhishek just went through. I stopped here for some photograph and videography. So another 5 kilometers, we'll be at the top of Rohtang Pass. The downhill from Rohtang to Sishu is absolutely a delight. The road is fantastic so far. I've almost come like 14 kilometers from Rohtang, and the road is absolutely well built by the BRO. I think it's a newly constructed road which further connects to the exit of the Atal tunnel. And it's getting, the oxygen level is little now getting better. I think I'm already in 3,500 or 3,600 meters. Rohtang was around 4,000 meters height. So I can already feel the oxygen level is far, far better. And if anybody bypasses the Rohtang Pass, then you can come directly from Manali. Here is the exit of Atal tunnel. This is the road from Sishu to Keelong, and we just had our lunch in Sishu. The road is initially up to Tandi is a kind of uphill, but as usual there's some road construction work going on, so the road is blocked. So most of all the team, everybody is stuck out. Maybe we have to wait for some time. It looks like till we are allowed to go. This is the way from Sishu to Keelong. Now we are climbing from Sishu to Tandi. Sishu to Tandi has a good amount of elevation gain and very strong headwinds, which is making it more difficult to climb. This is the road from Tandi to Keelong. We are in the end part of Tandi. It's completely downhill now, and we are next to the river, and after the river you can see those towering mountains, and somewhere up there we have to stop at Keelong, today's night halt. And we have been told in Keelong we'll get a room with a bed to sleep and some warm water shower, and we are also aware this is probably the last one before many days where we can get this kind of luxury. Now the day 3, we'll have to go from Kilong to Zingzingbar, which is 60 kilometers and around 1750 meters climb. And Zingzingbar will be our first encounter with low oxygen altitude. They're also cute, isn't it? कितनी sweet है, कितनी sweet है. क्या नाम है तुम्हारा बेटा? जीजे. और इसका? Entire route so far in the 3 days, I have hardly seen many cyclists, but I have seen at least more than 2,000 bikers doing this route. So it looks like it's a more popular route for the bikers than for the cyclists. You can see the snow-capped peaks over there. It's amazingly beautiful. It's a delight to see this, and it takes away all your tiredness. I'm breathing, I'm panting hard because the oxygen level is a little scarce over here because we are already so altitude is high, but the moment you look at those Darcha to Zingzingbar is quite a steep climb. The road as BRO has made is pretty good, but there are some stretches which is still under construction, so you have to be careful on those patches. But hopefully, if anybody is planning a ride, maybe in 3-4 months from now, which is beyond October 2021, I'm sure you'll find good roads from Shishu to Kilong, and Kilong to Jispa, and Jispa to Zingzingbar is around 4,300 meters altitude, which is around 350 meters higher than Rohtang Pass. So it's not an easy place to stay, but we'll be camping there tonight. Let's see. This is the road between Patsu. This is Patsu. So this is the road which is leading from Patsu to Jingingba. I'm already panting for breath. After some time I got some flat routes. Otherwise I've been climbing and climbing. There's some army settlement. Nice to see that. And so far, my bike, my partner, with the stick tire is doing very well. It's supporting me very, very well. And you have to negotiate. I'm glad that I practiced off-roading before coming over here. And the problem is that you cannot really push because it's a very low oxygen. You cannot breathe properly, so it's difficult. Now we have reached Zingzingbar. These are the tents, the camps where you have to stay tonight. And it's pretty windy. It's very, very cold. The elevations, altitude is also pretty high, 4,500 meters, and the wind is biting cold. And there are some snow-peaked mountains which you can actually bring in a lot of cold air. We have a dhaba over here with plastic sheep where you can eat and probably spend the night. We probably have to stay in the camps or in the tents or in this dhaba. Now this is the kind of dhaba with like a plastic sheet on the top, and it's like a dormitory. It's very, very noisy because of the plastic sheet, but much better than outside. So I have decided to sleep inside this dormitory than those outside tents. And apart from being cold, breathing is also a big challenge here. We are in Zingzingbar, and at the moment this dhaba is owned by Mr. Dorzi. And he is so kind. He's feeding us with some dal, chawal, and coffee, black coffee. So thank you so much. In Zing Bar, you should try this. Well, today we started from Zing Bar to Sarchu. We had to first climb the first difficult pass or peak, Baralacha pass, which is this climb from Zing Bar to Baralacha is also quite steep. It's around 16 kilometers, an elevation of around 600 meters. The road condition is pretty good, thanks to BRO, and I'm going slowly with high cadence with Arvind Bhaiya. Hi. After a stretch of good road, now this stretch of road is very, very bad. I think it's the road is completely broken, and they could not repair it probably because of COVID. And I can see some of my fellow riders have been really, really struggling. I guess you have to prepare for off-roading in this kind of road. It's very... The road condition is a little challenging, but it's getting slightly better here. Possibly it should end soon. And you can see the BRO guys are working on the road. Hopefully, we have been told the next time after some months people come, it will become much better. It's possibly understandable because during the COVID times there was not much scope to repair or do the work on these roads. This is the Suraj Tal, the beautiful Tal. And we are 4 kilometers from Baralacha Pass, and we can see some snow-capped mountains. Hi, this is Baralacha Pass. We are finally here at almost close to 5,000 meters. We are crossing this from our way from Zing to Sarchu. The climb was tough, but finally it's a pleasure to be here. It feels really, really awesome. This part of the road is also pretty bad. This is after we came down from the Baralacha Pass, and we are going to the Bharatpur. The next stop probably we'll get some tea there. As we can see, the road conditions are pretty bad over here. Well, over here, this is what is called the Pagal Nala. This almost becomes like a river during as the snow melts on the mountain top, and then it just crosses this road. So it's very difficult to cross the road at this point of time. So probably to pick up our cycles on our back and lift it and just cross this stretch. And I think the Bharatpur will be just after we cross this. And this is the dhaba where we have stopped for some tea and our lunch today. And this ginger lemon honey tea is so good, so refreshing. After the Bharatpur, the road has become pretty good now, and I think for a hard day's work after the climb to the Baralacha Pass and this Pagal Nala we crossed, the road has become very nice. We are actually, most of us are cruising at a pretty high speed, though I'm riding on my MTB, but I'm able to speed up to almost 33 kilometers per hour. That's a good speed considering that it's after a hard day's work, but we are really enjoying. The road has become so nice, the views are even better. This road was absolutely delighted. It's around a 10 kilometer stretch from Bharatpur to Shachu. This is our campsite, and this road is in Shachu is a valley, and this road is having a very good surface. So it was absolutely a kind of delight to ride in this particular terrain, except that the oxygen level is very low over here. It's 4,300 meters elevation level, altitude level here. So it's even 300 meters higher than Rotang Pass. So the oxygen is scarce. Apart from that, everything is so nice over here. Hello भैया, कैसा लग रहा है अभी?
Slightly better.
Okay, good. He'll be fine soon. He had low oxygen level all through the night, and he could not sleep the night. रात को सो भी नहीं पाए थे. सुबह his saturation level was 50-52. उसको लेके he climbed the Baralacha pass, which is huge elevation at the level of 4,850 meters. He never gave up. I told him so many times, please get into the car and give it up. He did not give it up.
So now we are on the road from Shachu to Tang. We just entered Ladakh. Here is the checkpoint from Himachal state to Ladakh state, and we are just having some snowfall. If you can see the snowflakes falling on the saddlebag. So the snowfall further while riding is making the life more difficult. The temperature is already sub-zero, and if you can see my hand is getting full of snowflakes. हाँ जी हाँ एकदम. So this is making riding a little bit more tougher, but it's also fun. How many times we see kind of snowballs falling on your hand like this?
So this is the start of the Gata Loops, the famous 21 Gata Loops. It's going to be a real kind of like challenge. People talk about it. So we have to start climbing up over there.
Cyclists are coming in. This is the end of the Gata Loops, and here I am. I'm the one who came here before everyone. And Naman is here.
Gata Loop ends.
Gata Loop ends.
Yes.
It was a terrific experience, isn't it?
Terrific,
Naman?
man.
Really.
Strong. This man holding the phone is a strong man because he's.
You feel extraordinary after you end up climbing here. It's an awesome experience, and I was able to only stop once, and it's an awesome climb. The way to Nakila Pass. Nakila Pass is around 4,850 meters. I think I'm just 2 to 3 kilometers, or maybe 100 meters in terms of elevation, and distance 3 kilometers or 2 kilometers away from the Nakila Pass. The climb till now had been too much. If you can see in this how steep the elevation, it has been going on, and a kind of never-ending climb. So,
hey guys, I have reached Nakila Pass. It's very tiring because it's very cold, sub-zero temperature. The oxygen level is depleted, and the climb has been very sharp. It's very windy as well. So this is Viskinala when you come down from Nakila Pass, and from this is around 55 kilometers from Shachu where we started from, and this is the only place where you can get between Shachu and Pang some food. So we have stopped here for lunch. So that's a kind of small dhaba, and we are delighted to see something, at least a place to eat. If you are staying in Shachu and going to Pang, then the Gata Loop will start around 32 kilometers from Shachu and it will end at 41.5 kilometers. You will reach the Nakila Pass at around 51.5 kilometers, and around 55 kilometers you'll come to this place as Viskinala.
The road behind has been pretty steep. It's very windy, very cold. I'm now going to reach the Lachungla Pass, which is at 5,665 meters. I'm exhausted because the oxygen is less and the climb elevation is too bad, too much.
Finally, so delighted Lachungla top, which is 5,065 meters height elevation. It's very satisfying, and I could somehow see a small Shankar Bhavan temple as well. We have finally reached Pang, which is a small, beautiful place around 82 kilometers from Sarchu after crossing those two passes and the 21 Gata Loops. This is really a very nice place. Tomorrow we'll be going to Debring and we'll be crossing the beautiful Moray plains. And we are told that we have to stay in a small dhaba over here, and there's nothing else except that. And it's a dormitory kind of dhaba where you eat and sleep in like a dormitory with everyone. And I heard there are lots of rats in that, so we will see how.
This is the ride through the beautiful Moray Plains. I think that today is the best day of our ride. This is on the way from Pang to Debring in the Moray Plains. It's what a beautiful, it's just a delight. It's beautiful surface of the road, and also the terrain is like the road is constructed between the valley, and on the two sides you can see mountains. My cycle has done pretty good till now, and I had to wear the jacket over my cycling jersey because it's very cold. The elevation at this place is around 4,800 meters of the sea level, so it's around in the morning when we woke up it was around hovering around 0 degrees. Now it's a little better, between 6 to 7, but the winds are actually the cold winds are making you feel even colder. So I had to wear my cap and the helmet above it, and then I had to wear some inners and my jersey and then the jacket over it.
Finally, we have reached this dhaba, the place to stay at night in Debring, and it's like a dormitory. We'll get some food, and for the toilet and the nature's hall, probably we have to go outside in the fields as usual, like the last few days. So now we will be approaching Tangla, and as you start climbing up, you start feeling the thin air already.
The top of the Tangla Pass, and this is the second highest motor road in the world. I'm so happy. And this is my bike. with your big company. It's a great feeling. Rupes, what is the feeling, man?
It's out of the world feeling right now, and I must say that everyone should try this Manali today expedition once in a lifetime.
He's absolutely right.
how's the
Everybody should come out here, test themselves. And this feeling is like unlike anything in this world, man. Just like being out here, just look around. This is at the height of humanity.
It cannot be explained in words. You need to experience yourself.
Should be 52 kilometers, approximately 52 kilometers from where we started from last in the morning, Pang. And we stopped here for some lunch. This is a nice restaurant. After a long time, I think many days, we find some place which is quite decent, where we can have proper meal properly. So we stopped here. After the lunch, we go to Lato, to our guest house.
Lato from Pang. Lato is around 8 kilometers from here. This is the Rumtek monasteries, the stupas.
It's very cold. A lot of headwinds, cold, icy cold headwinds.
But the road is beautiful.
Finally, we have reached the Lato guest house. So it's a kind of lesson in life as well, that how we take things for granted. Just like having a proper kind of bed to sleep on, having a washroom with running water, maybe some hot water with a geyser. I think these are the things. Apart from this kind of cycling expedition, it's a kind of realization for me how we take the basic things we have in life as granted. I've seen many people in the small villages on the way around when we meet with absolutely zero facilities, and we have everything, all these comforts in life, and we never stop and pause and think about it and thank God for whatever we have. So we keep on asking for so many things in life, but just don't realize what we have is something makes us feel we are blessed.
Hi, this is the road from Lato to Leh, which is running next to the river. It's a fantastic downhill. This is possibly the easiest part of our ride so far. It feels really awesome to have completed all the tough challenges of Rohtang, Baralacha, Nakila Pass, Lachungla, Tangangla, and we are going to complete, God willing, successfully our trip of Manali to Leh. And tomorrow is the biggest one, which is the Khardungla.
And finally we reach Leh after those 8 days of expedition, and this is where we complete. Only some of us tomorrow will attempt Khardungla, but we are all very happy to finish our ride up to Leh. And finally, we wake up to a new morning with a lot of anticipation of really taking up the challenge to the highest motorable road in the world. Whatever you've done in cycling in your life, but this is probably the dream, the final challenge for any cyclist, and we're looking forward to it.
Hi, we are on the way from Leh to Khardungla. We have done already 32 kilometers, only 8 kilometers left to go. And with me I have fantastic co-riders. Here is Mr. Vyas.
Hi.
He is 2 times SR and also done PVP. He's a great rider, a lot to learn from him. So what is your feeling, Mr. Vyas?
It's really nice to conquer such.
There is very low oxygen over here, as you know, so it's difficult to talk and breathe here.
And a
I
lot
think
of
three of us are doing good, right? Till now,
Yeah,
we are going strong.
yes.
And here is Captain Abhishek from Navy. He's also a fantastic rider, and it's a joy to ride with him today. And
Thank you,
three
sir.
of us are doing pretty
We
good.
are also enjoying to ride with you. As per your schedule and everything, it looks like very planned. We are riding to Khardungla in very planned manner.
Yeah. So I think in another couple of hours three of us should be in the top of the world. We should be at Khardungla. I think the last 4 kilometers to the Khardungla is all broken roads, and I have actually heard from many people before I came here, before I started training, that it's very difficult to go on saddle for the last 4 kilometers. Most of the people had to get down and pull the cycle up, and since I started training, I had set a target to myself that come whatever may, whatever the road condition, I'll not get off saddle. I have trained myself to climb all the way to the Khardungla and not get off the saddle for any second. And finally, that moment of joy, that moment of pleasure when you reach your dream, and this is something I must thank God for. I have trained very hard, but it's because of God truly I stand here successfully today.
All the best, Abhijit.
Thank you, Malcolm.
You will definitely do the Manali Leh jelly. You have prepared yourself so well with the climbs, and I don't think the temperature test with low oxygen inside a cold room any which ways, this has put you to the ultimate test that you'll be logging in for at least, I think, 45 minutes today. That will be quite a lot of effort. Great going. All the best.
Thank you.